Hey everyone, welcome back to part two of our bunker design tutorial. Today we are going to be creating a little bit more. I thought it would be kind of a cool idea to make this little starting area that maybe the idea is that our player fell through this hole and they are now trapped here. So they have to venture down into the creepy underground bunker and kind of explore this area to figure out how to get out. So we're gonna be kind of creating this entry area right here. This is the area that we made last time, and then we're gonna finish out this hallway with just a couple of rooms on each side and just a door at the ends there. So everything that I'm using here is 99% from the Quixel assets and Megascans. The only thing that is not is this bunker door here, which I created and designed for my patrons. If you want to get access to that, you can check the links below. It's a great way to support me. And you can also check out the other links if you want to purchase any of my other assets. I do have a survival horror pack that I'm going to be coming out with very soon. I'm just wrapping up some of the last few assets that I want to add into that, but I will talk more about that when it is ready. But for now, let's go ahead and jump back in and finish out this area. All right. All right, here we are back in our project. Let's just talk a little bit about what I want to do today and kind of get a plan together. So I want to just kind of finish out this little bunker environment that we have as far as the main details go. I think what I'm going to do is put a little staircase in here and then maybe like a little room right up here and then a small little hallway that leads down into the actual bunker area. And what I'm thinking about doing is kind of creating a super short little game out of this that we could do on the channel here. So my rough idea is for our player to just wake up in this area and for them to not really know how they got there. And really the only way that they can go is down into our little bunker environment. And then they'll just have to figure out a way to get out. Now, we're going to keep it very, very, very simple. So I don't even know if we're going to add on. Maybe we add like a couple of other hallways and things like that. But for right now, I want to just focus on kind of finishing out this little environment, and then we'll go from there. I'll probably do a part 3 where we kind of do like really small details. I thought maybe like putting some sparks over here to kind of show that, you know, maybe the power is not working great. Maybe add like some steam or some dripping water out of these pipes could be fun. We can paint in some puddles and things like that with the vertex painting. But let's go ahead and get started. I think the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go into unlit mode with Alt 3 there. I'm going to extend this out a little bit. So we'll just go to right about there. And I think we're going to need a little bit more room because what I want to do, let's see, let's actually open up our actor palettes. And let's open, what was it? The industrial unfinished building. So I'm going to grab this. And I don't know if these are the same. I think they are the same. But what I'm kind of envisioning here is we have something kind of like this. That is not straight. Okay. And then we'll probably need to move this over a little bit as well. Give ourselves some more room. Okay, something kind of like this. Yeah, I think that will work. We could maybe even move this down a little bit and just extend this wall. Same thing over here. And we're going to need a little bit more ceiling. Okay. And actually, we're going to need to think about our ceiling here because we're going to need an opening. We might just get away with just deleting this right here. Let's see. If we just raise this up a little bit, that might work. The other thing I'm going to grab here is this part. Now, I notice it looks like they don't have the texture on it, which is fine. Not really sure why that doesn't have the texture on it, but we will just add our own texture. I still feel like this is turned. Maybe not. Sometimes these megascans are not always perfectly straight because they are literally scans. So, you know, there are often imperfections and things like that. So it can sometimes, you know, look like something is slightly off and it actually is, but that's okay. Gonna raise that up just a little bit more, just to where we fully go into that. And then it looks like I'm gonna bring all of this over just a little tiny bit. Okay, I think that should be good. Now, I also noticed that these don't have a back on them. So, let's see what they're doing over here. Okay, so they have, looks like just a plane. We could do the same thing. Really, we could probably just use a floor panel here. Just gonna flip that upside down. And I'm not super worried about what this looks like because you're not really gonna see it very well. As long as it just covers up that transparent underneath there. That's all I really want. That should work. And let's just drop kind of a construction light in here just so we can see what's going on. Okay, now let me see if I use, let's see what this looks like on there. I think that will work. Although I would kind of like it to match it a little bit better. What if we use this material? Okay, that's kind of interesting. Doesn't really work too great. What about a wall material? Oh, is that what we were using before? It might not be very visible. We'll see how it looks. Also looks like might have to do a little something here. Let's turn the snapping off so I can adjust that more finely. Okay. We probably could, let's see, I can probably just use something like this to kind of fill in this. Turn my snapping back on. Again, I'm not super concerned with, making sure like these textures look perfect and everything because you're really not going to see this very well. It's going to be very dark in here. I might even try and do something kind of like this. If I change this to local here, then makes it a little bit easier when you're moving things like this. Just a quick little tip. I may even just we may just do something like this. That may work even better, although I don't like how much that's going out on that side. Is this any different? Not really. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to Control Z that a few times. And I think we will just keep what we have here. There we go. That looks pretty good. Make sure it's not coming through up here. I think that looks fine. Okay. I think that should be fine. Now, let's think about this. Actually, I'm going to delete that as well because we're going to bring up our walls. Grab all of those. Hold Alt and drag them up. Okay, now it doesn't look like this is tiling. So let's take a look at what we have here. Okay. So we need to adjust, I believe the Y. We set that at 0.5. Now it is tiling. The only thing is it's tiled too much. I'm going to try 0.25 and 0.25. I think I like that better. That's still not, I guess it is tiling. I think, yeah. Okay, I think that works fine. Just didn't want it to be super noticeable there. And then the other thing that we can do, go ahead and close that, is we'll just build out a little, a very small little hallway here. Maybe just like that. And then bring this over. Actually, let's see. Why is that so low? Oh, okay. I see. Okay, I'm going to change one little thing there. Let's set that right there. As far as the height goes, that's good. Then I'm going to just pull this over here. And then I want to just fill in this area. Probably we'll just use one of these. I think that'll look fine. just need to move my light just a little bit. All right, I think I even like that better than what we were using. I may, let's see, may pull this over here just to kind of show another beam going in this direction. Oh, and we have a little bit of a gap there. I think I will fill that in with one of these. Oops. Just do something like that. Just to kind of break it up so it's just not just a, just a boring corner there. I think I'm also going to make this a little bit thicker. Just so we have some space on this side as well. And we'll do the same thing with this one. Oh, but, we actually can't do that. Okay, I didn't notice that. You probably wouldn't notice that too much. But I do want to make sure that this has enough room so that it's not clipping into that. So that's okay. The other thing that we could do is we could pull it out like this and just do something like that, which we may do. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. All right, now let's go back up here and let's continue making our little hallway here. So just going to drag this over like that. And maybe this will be the room that we kind of start in. So just do something like this. And now I'm going to add a roof, or a ceiling, but I want to think about kind of a little bit of storytelling here too while we're building this. So if our player is starting here, it wouldn't really make any sense that we just ended up here without any apparent reason, or without any way that we actually got in here. Now, I guess we could say that we came from down here, but what I think would be cool is to maybe have like a hole up here, and it could be like a thing that we fell into. So we can kind of work with that a little bit as well. And what we'll probably do, I'm not going to do it right now, but we'll get some of this rubble and things like that and place it around here to make it look like this caved in, and then maybe some debris on the floor. And that way it'll be like, okay, maybe we were, walking, or we found a hole or something and we fell in and we can't get back out, and now our only way is to go down here. That's what I'm thinking right now, at least. We may change it, but for now, I think that'll be fun. And we'll just finish filling in this. And actually, I think what we'll do is kind of pull this to the edge there. Because I don't really think we need this open area here. We can also just delete some of this. And I want to get something to cover this. We could use maybe a beam like this. Oops. And another thing, while I'm thinking of it, let's go ahead and test this and make sure that we can actually fit through here. So make sure that this looks good. I think it does. Oh, okay, so there's something right there that we're getting caught on. So we'll take a look at that. Wanted to see if we will, yeah, looks like we have just enough room to kind of clear our head there. Let's take a look at what we're catching on here. It might be, yeah, that's it right there. Just move that down out of the way. Okay, let's check that one more time. That looks better. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, let's let's go ahead and finish out our other area here. We're gonna have some little rooms on the side here. Now we might make these bigger. In fact, I think I am going to make this at least a little bit bigger. I'm not going to make it as big as this, but I'm just going to go ahead and add a couple of extra sections. And then we will maybe just go with like that. Let's just see how that feels. I think that is pretty good. I'm really just thinking that these are going to be, for the most part, just kind of, you know, maybe like a storage room. But as far as thinking about a game, they could be areas that hold pieces for a puzzle, or maybe just kind of environmental storytelling. Then we'll do the same thing here, I think. Go ahead and let's go to right there. This one might be a little bit smaller, which is totally fine. Okay. And we can always change that very easily if we want to, or if we feel like we need to make it bigger or smaller or whatever. Okay. Now, I think here, probably put a door here. I don't know if I have one. Let's see. Let's look at Fab really quick. I don't know if there are any Quixel doors that would work. Let's just search for Quixel. Click on Quixel, and then we can search for door. Yeah, these are not really what I'm thinking. We really want like a metal door or something like that. Maybe something that I have to make or use a different asset with. For right now, what we'll do is we will kind of improvise a little bit and make a really kind of simple little door. Let's just get a cube. Actually, you know what? Let's do this with the modeling tools. Let's do width of maybe 10 by 10. That should be good. And we'll do height of 200. Oops. 200. I think that will work. Actually, let's do the depth at 25. I'm really just trying to make a basic door frame. Let's see, height, let's go 210. That should be good. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and accept that, and we can copy that over here. And then let's do one more. Let's start right there. We're gonna go, let's say 100 or 25 by 100. That's the wrong way. 100. You can tell I don't really ever use these modeling tools. Okay, that should be fine. Let's drag that up there. Let me just make sure that we can fit through there. Yep. Okay. And then we'll do one more. Whoops. Modeling. So I think we can maybe keep that like that, and we'll do height to, what was it, 220? 210? What does 200 look like? Yeah, I think that'll work. Let's go 5 on the depth there. Okay. Now, let's just get... I did see something like maybe this. What is this? That kind of looks like a locker. Wooden door. We may just have to find like a metallic. Let's just search for metal. Really anything should be fine. This is, again, pretty much just a placeholder. I feel like this is probably going to be way too bright. Let's also get another light in here. Actually, it's not awful. I don't hate it. Again, it's really not super important. I just want something just to put on the other side here. just to kind of represent a door. And I'll either find one or I'll just make a good kind of metal door that you would find in a place like this. All right, I'm actually going to just leave them off of these rooms because these are just going to be side rooms. I really just wanted something that is going to cover that back area there. Okay. So we got ceilings everywhere. That's good. We get that closed up. Now, let's see. Let's fix some areas in here. I'm just going to shorten that. Actually, I think we can just delete that. And then I'll just shorten this just a little bit. And maybe bring this over just to kind of cover some of that stuff up. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I think that is pretty much it for kind of our main big objects. So let's kind of move into our smaller, medium-sized details. So let's fix this also. Just bump this back just a little bit. Probably what we need to do here is put a like a pillar of some kinds. What do we have over here? Curious if these are all, do these all, yeah, I think these all are missing a back, which is not the end of the world, but it is kind of annoying. But we can do something like this. That'll work. Oh, I don't like that though. Let's just squish this in just a little tiny bit. That should do. Let me bring a light up here as well. Okay. Maybe a couple of lights. And I'm going to lower the intensity just a little bit. Even though these are still construction lights, I still kind of like to have a rough idea of what the environment's going to be like. You know, if I'm in an environment like this that is supposed to be pretty dark, then I don't mind having a little bit darker scene as long as I can see most things. So in this area, I know I want to put some stuff. Let's just grab, I know I've got those barrels around somewhere. One of these. And also I think I'm going to grab one of these. See if that'll fit in here. Yeah, it will. Let's grab some rubble. Wow, I pulled that way too far. Maybe even have this kind of like knocked over could be kind of cool. Let's Change this back to worlds. Okay. Okay, let's see. I got to remind myself what all we have that are kind of bigger details. So, got the palettes. Ooh, these things, that could be kind of fun. Maybe we drop those kind of over in this area. Gonna use a lot of these barrels, I feel like. Let's actually have one kind of tilted over like this. Just want to make sure that I'm not clipping through the wall like we did here. I mean, this is fine because we can fix that, but this is more of kind of the final product, so we want to make sure that it is not clipping anywhere. Just trying to make this look as natural as possible. It's not always perfect, but just take your time and just go with whatever you think feels good. Then just kind of take a minute to step back and look at it. If something needs to be changed, it's no big deal to change it. That's the fun part of making these environments, is you can always change things very, very easily. And then little areas like this, I can always cover that with other rocks and debris and things like that. So that's another thing just to kind of keep in mind. Okay, that's already looking a lot better. All right, I think we need some more over here. Maybe a barrel? Or maybe we had that pallet. Let's grab one of those. Again, just want to always kind of make things not perfect, especially in this kind of environment. Let's also just kind of extend this a little bit. And we need to extend this one as well. These are so close, I'm just stretching them just a little bit. Again, it's going to be so dark, you won't really even be able to tell. At least I don't think. You can always change it if it does, or if it's too noticeable. Okay, I don't really like that popping up there, so I'm going to lower it just a tad. I think that is good. Okay. Now, let's get some more of this rubble here. And I just want to make sure I'm not clipping through the ceiling, which I think we're fine. And let's just put this in a few different places. So again, I kind of want this to look like this is kind of caved in up here. We may even need to make the ceiling higher, because it's not a very high wall. I feel like you could maybe just climb up that if you wanted to. Let's see, if we raised just these. Yeah, I don't really like that. Maybe I actually bring this wall in a little. Then we could raise these. That looks a little more scary. We'll also raise this, and we could just bring this over like that. Okay, we can fill this in with something. But I think that might work a little bit better. Because now it looks like, you know, it's a much higher area there. And what we'll do is, let's see. Maybe grab this, Let me see what it looks like if I flip these upside down. This might not really look like what I want it to, or it might work. We'll see. Oh, that's weird. I guess I can't change that back to world rotation there. That's fine though. Or not rotation. Whatever this is called. Okay, so I basically just want to make a little hole here. Make it look like we fell in. Yeah, I don't think I like the look of this because this obviously looks like it is should be on the ground. So maybe what we do instead is grab something like this. I think this is going to look better. Yeah, that looks better. It kind of looks like it is an intentional hole there, but, you know, maybe we'll have debris down here. The idea could be like it was covered, or maybe it was even like a walkway or pathway there that we stepped on and we fell down. Okay, and we'll put a bunch more debris down here to kind of sell that a little bit more. But we'll wait till we are ready to work on those smaller details. Okay, let's just let's play and just kind of take a look at things. I need to kind of adjust that. I think we'll put maybe a pillar there. We'll need to fill that area in. This is looking good though. Down into the creepy bunker we go. We could do something, maybe like when we walk in here, we have a trigger box that shuts that door, kind of like a little bit of a jump scare. Okay, let's see, I needed to fix this. We could even, maybe getting ahead of ourselves a little bit, but it might look cool to put like spotlight here. Maybe. That's not really what I'm looking for. Might have to play around with the values a little bit more. I kind of want like almost like a beam of light. We increase our volumetric scattering. Let's see. Maybe. It is kind of fun to have like this mysterious light that's coming from this area. If we deleted that, it might look a little bit better. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think part of the problem is these are transparent on the back here, so we would need to do something like this maybe. Yeah, I don't know if I like it or not, but we'll go with it for right now. We might change that. Might work better if we use a different light as well. But for now, it's fine. Okay. I think we'll probably cover this up with little pieces of debris. I think that all looks pretty good. Just trying to think about big details. All right, I'm going to grab another palette here. Maybe put one over here. And let's see, maybe a couple of these cardboard boxes could be nice. Okay. All right, I think we need a little bit more rubble in here as well. Okay, I want to just delete this light and just kind of see how this looks. Just get an idea, a little bit better idea of what the actual light's going to look like. Let's also just kind of play, or not kind of play, let's play to get a feel of things here, of the lighting. Very cool. Okay. All right. Let's I'm just looking at my other screen to see what other assets we have in here. Oh, I forgot that we actually have some other things in here that I downloaded. Yeah, there's a bunch of good stuff in here. Okay. Let's do maybe another one of these up here. This could be even like something that we try and interact with, give us hope that we can, I don't know, send out a signal or turn some lights on or something like that. Okay, let's grab another one of these. What else? Maybe a couple of these. It should be worth noting as well that these, most of these Megascans, I believe, are 2K that I downloaded. So while they are pretty high resolution, you could get higher if you wanted to. But obviously, the higher you go with that, the um, more space it's going to take up. So it's always something to keep in mind. All right. Let's get maybe one of these. And let's get a pillar to put right there before I forget. And I'm going to just drag out another wall here to cover that. That looks good. Now we just need a little something to cover this. I think we can probably use one of these. Let's see how bad this looks if we just stretch it. Maybe not so terrible. I think it'll depend on the lighting a little bit. If we can see that too much, I don't want to see it there. Yeah, I think that will actually work fine. We would just want to be careful if we did have any external or lights above here, that because that is transparent on the top there, it's going to shine a light through. That's actually kind of cool lighting there. But that's just one thing to think about, keep in mind. And I do notice that we've got this here. I'm going to go ahead and cover that up just so I don't forget. Or let's see. If we do that, is that going to mess anything else up? I think that'll be fine. Okay. Okay, let's see. What else do we have in here? I saw there were some more shells. Maybe we do something kind of like this. I'd like to have something to put in the shelves, though. We could do like pipes. We got some of these. This may or may not look good, but let's just try it out. We'll try out kind of putting one set down here. So whenever I'm doing something like this, I want to try and make it look somewhat random, not like, someone came in here and just set these or copied and pasted these. And that can kind of be difficult to do sometimes. But it's just about taking your time. I think I might like it. I think we need some more though. And also just trying to think like what makes sense. Like, I don't really know if it makes sense for these to be like this. I don't think it really does. I think this one kind of need to move over a little bit more. This one kind of fall right in there. Pretty hard to see what we're doing. Let's grab another light. I don't think that looks terrible. Now, if we wanted to do a second row, maybe we actually do something like this. Have them go this way. This is really kind of getting more into the fine details that I would normally wait on, but since we're kind of already doing it, might as well just go ahead. We could maybe, let's see, I'm going to reset that. Whoops. Wow, don't know where in the world I went to. There we are. Copy that and reset. And I'm going to turn snapping on for this, just so I can try and see what it looks like if we did do like a little bit of a stack. Maybe something like this. And then grab 4 of these, move them over like this. Then 3. I think that looks pretty good. Again, it's going to be very dark, so you're not going to see this too much. Maybe we even do like 2 different stacks here. Let's move all that over, do another one, and then just slightly adjust this so it's just not exactly the same. Kind of like that. Yeah, I think that looks good. And let's see, maybe... Oops. Palette under there. Kind of just playing at this point, just seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. I think this works though. And again, just asking myself, would it make sense? Yeah, I guess it would. You have some shelves, but you don't really have like an actual board to put anything on, so maybe you do throw a palette in here. And then we could stack some more things on here. Maybe some of these barrels. I think that works. Again, when it's dark like this, you just, at least for me, I just don't want to see something and just, have it be empty over here. So having really anything makes a big difference. So if you can just throw in some details, I think that helps a lot. Okay, that's looking pretty good. All right. I'm just trying to think what other medium-sized details I want to put in here. I guess we will fill in this area mostly with this kind of stuff. Let's just see if we do something kind of like this. And let me just open this. See how that looks. Yeah, that looks good. Feels good. Just want it to look very dirty and very run down. Which I think it does. Now let's get maybe some pipes. Grab these. Run these kind of overhead here. That's perfect. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's think about where we're gonna put some lights. I think it would make sense to have a couple of these in this environment, but we might have them turned off or just not working. So something kind of like that. And then we're going to want some wire running to it. So I'm going to grab this spline that we were already using and just duplicate that. And just run it from there. Let's duplicate that again. Okay. And let's put, let's grab this right here. Just gonna drag or alt drag those out so that I can duplicate them, spin it around here, put one right here, and then we'll go all the way down here. Do the same thing. I guess maybe I should have done this one first, then I wouldn't have had to spin it around, but it's fine. I think I'll lower this one as well, a little bit closer to the door there. And let's just see how that looks. Okay, I think I've got this other red light here. Oh, that might look okay. I was going to say we might want some additional lights kind of above these, and you could always put those, of course. But I think this looks pretty good. Let's just play here. Yeah, that feels good, I think. Okay. Now, since we already have some piping running on the walls here, I think I'll just continue the pipe. So we can actually just grab all of this. So I'm going to do kind of the same thing here. Duplicate that, bring this down. I'm really just trying to think about where this makes sense for this part, which I think right about there will work good. And that'll work well because I can just kind of hide those right there. Yeah, that's fine. Pull these out just a tiny bit. And then I'll just continue this through here. I don't think we actually needed 3 pieces. Just delete that one. Same thing for this. Oops. Okay. I think I'm also going to have a few more power lines in here. I'm going to do 2 more. And I'm not going to leave them like this because, again, I don't want it to look too repetitive. You could, but I just want to change it up a little bit. So I'm just going to move these a little bit. Maybe change kind of where like the anchor point is on these. Something like that. Got to be careful that we don't clip through that too much. And these are the things to me that really change an environment from just being like, you know, maybe just kind of an average environment to something that is a little bit more unique and really, really kind of special. Okay. Now, I don't really love that it's going into just the concrete there. I mean, I guess maybe that could work, but let's see, what else could we do that would maybe make a little bit more sense? Maybe if we get like these things. What I'm thinking is this could be kind of like a little conduit or power something, I don't know, that they're plugging into. That might make a little bit more sense than just having them go straight into the wall like that. Because now it could potentially be like, okay, if they're going in there, then maybe they're being like split 90 degrees and going up or something like that. I think that already looks way better than just going into the wall like that. I'll do the same thing over here as well. And we could maybe even use these as like the anchors. Wherever we have these, because we don't really have, you know, like actual anchors on the ceilings here. I think that might look pretty good. Something kind of like that. Can't really see them, but it's okay. You know, we might have a flashlight too when we go down here. And if that's the case, then we definitely want to really take our time with these. Could even imagine this holding the wire for the light here. Something kind of like that. Just a few more areas that I want to put these. Okay, then one more all the way down at the ends here. All right. That looks way better to me. And I think what I will also do I'm going to basically just duplicate everything on here. So I'm just going to kind of quickly select everything, hopefully. It's really hard to see these in unlit mode. Okay, did I get everything? Nope, I missed one pipe. Almost got everything. Okay, now with everything selected, I'm going to hold Alt and drag out, and then I'm going to place some more of these in our storage room. So, like I said, I don't want to make things look too repetitive, but I also don't mind using something like this to kind of duplicate in a few different ways if it's going to be for an area like this. I don't want to put something like this side by side, but if it's going to be something that saves me time, that, you know, maybe I have a couple of these in a couple of different rooms, then that's totally fine. Now, I'm not going to leave them like this. I will mix this up, but I think I will do that either off stream or at another time, just because that is pretty tedious. I do kind of like the idea of, oops, maybe having a couple of these pillars in here. Something kind of like this. And I'm going to go ahead and just delete these things. Let's grab one of these red lights. I really should just kind of create a blueprint out of these so that we could copy and paste them easier. But for now, this is fine. Don't really like that, actually. Maybe just one right there. That kind of helps break up the shelves too. Okay. Over here, not sure what we put over here. I feel like we are kind of running out of assets. I mean, we're starting to get to where we're like kind of using the same things over and over. Maybe it could be kind of cool. Maybe this is like a little like locker room. So we could do something like this. And then I wonder if we can find a bench. None of those are what I was hoping for. I was really hoping for like a metal bench. That is a shame. Old metal stool. Yeah, I really wish we had... I mean, again, I'm almost positive I have one in like my set of assets. But I'm really trying to limit myself to using as many free assets as I can. But I'll see what I can find later on. Maybe we do like a row here. One more over here. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that there was a chair. Did I get the chair? Yeah. Maybe just a couple of chairs in here will be fine. Maybe this one's fallen over. And let's put a light in there too. We might be getting a little repetitive with these lights. Might change them out or do a slightly different color. But I kind of like the red as well because, you know, maybe like the idea is that something went terribly wrong down here and now the power's out except for like emergency power, and the red lights are what is shining when the emergency power is on, other than this light, I guess. Okay, I think that looks fine for now. I think that is pretty good for our major details. Let's actually save. I don't think I've saved the entire time, which is terrible. Always save. Let's go into foliage, and we've already got our rocks here. So we can paint some rocks in here. I know I want to do some in here. Definitely down here as well. Okay, and now let's just clean up anything that doesn't look quite right. I'm pretty sure there were some areas in here, like I don't really want them on the cardboard. I don't really want two of them there. Over here. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna get a few of these type of pieces just to put in here to kind of cover up this seam here. And then also, I think we could maybe use like a little bit of a pile of rocks in the corner here. Corners kind of naturally collect lots of junk and debris and stuff like that. That rock doesn't really make sense there. I'm also going to add some more rocks in corners in here. Okay. I think this looks pretty good. Let's just play from right here, kind of where we would imagine our game starting. We could use a light in here. I also haven't put anything in here yet. Mainly, I just am not sure what I want to put. I think it would be kind of cool if this was like a little bit of a control room or something, like if there were some computer terminals or something there. But I don't know if there's anything with Quixel that we have that would work like that. I think these lockers could maybe be a little bigger. I also think that we need some more pipes in here. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty happy with everything. I want to just put some piping in here. So let's just do something pretty simple. And then maybe like a little one of these boxes here. I don't really know what these boxes are, but I kind of think of them as just kind of like electrical boxes, I guess. And it just feels appropriate to have them in some of these areas. Okay, and then maybe we grab... oh, you know what? That reminds me. We kind of changed some things here, didn't we? So, actually, I'm going to move this back because I didn't realize we covered up those. I really just wanted to pull it out for this area, which that should be fine. But I didn't realize we covered up some of that other stuff, so I'm going to grab this, which is just a wire, but it kind of looks like a conduit as well. And I think it works good just for placing on these things. Okay. Maybe we even do a couple of them. Let's also do one down here. There we go. That makes sense. I actually really like that. I think I'm going to do, well, that one's kind of hidden. One in here too, though. I love finding kind of other uses for assets like that. Oftentimes you can use the same asset for so many different things. Okay. Guys, I think this looks pretty good. I'm really happy with this. There's obviously a lot more that we could do. I think this room could use a little bit more We could put decals on the walls, although they're pretty detailed already, but having more kind of leaks and stains and things like that could work well. I think we're going to end it there for today. And I think we'll do one more episode of this environment as far as designing this environment. I know I'd like to add like some smoke and maybe some additional things like maybe like a rotating light would look kind of cool. Maybe like when we come down here and the door's shut and we're locked in here, then maybe there's a siren that, sounds alarms, and then the lights kind of rotate or something like that. We'd have to find a model that would be appropriate for that, though. But overall, I'm really happy with the way that this is turning out, and I hope it's useful for you guys. I always enjoy setting up and designing environments like this. As always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. Like I said, I'll do probably one more actual environment design for this area, and then we'll add some gameplay elements to it. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave them below, and I will see you guys on the next one.